See how I bounce back like elastic? Rocking and rolling solo is magical compared to frolicking in fantasy land with frauds. Pro tip. When it becomes very clear individuals don't care how they move or how their actions affect a situation, then you know what to do next. Excuse yourself from the situation. Stop yourself from trying to make sense of it. Most importantly, don't repair what you don't break to begin with. Let it be and shine forward. That's where your self-love techniques come in. Singing to yourself. Doing the empty chair method where whatever situation and you know you can't confront an unhealthy individual, you talk to them, like, or write your letter and do the empty chair method and pretend you're having a conversation, or you're expressing yourself to empty space. It'll really help you heal emotionally. Reminder, every decision you make in these moments do become your future. How you react to lies becomes your karma. Choose wisely. The second you discover foul behavior, any contract becomes invalid due to fraudulent terms. You're free from any consequence if you've held up your end. I'm saying, like, whatever else the terms were, whatever else you have said you do, if you come to find out that person is moving foul behind your back, or it's a completely different situation than what they're portraying it to be, which you should be able to trust what they're portraying it to be, which is, like I said, weird. Whatever the agreement is now invalid. So you don't have to follow through when you are doing your part, and it's like crickets with them. Don't correct the enemy while they are making a mistake by underestimating your ability to figure out their game plays. While they underestimate you, you're free to elevate. Self-love techniques. Shed it. Go into your cocoon. Feel. Think. Process. Execute. Release. Come alive. I make peace with the woman in the mirror every single day. There is zero possibility you can make peace with foul reflections staring back at you. Release. Burn that contract. You can make a new one. I'm going to explain the process of today, because today I slipped into a deep depression. And, yeah. And I'm going to read this piece. This is explaining the depression cocoon stage of feeling your emotions. Spirit for the win once again today. I had a whole segment typed up for publications and I accidentally deleted it trying to paste it for printing. I wrote in my notes this really nice piece, and then I went to put it on a different background so it wouldn't use up all my ink. I accidentally hit cut instead of copy. I was, it added sadness for a moment, because what I had typed out was a beautiful explanation to a depression stage of the shedding process. I zoned out, typing out whatever came to mind, so when I finished it, it felt like a higher power hijacked my mind, ghostwriting it. My memory of it was foggy. I could only remember bits and pieces. Faith stepped in, saying, breathe, it'll come back to you. About 5 to 10 minutes later, my reminder came. I was explaining how the nervous system controls your emotions while the brain handles the thoughts. They are two totally different things. They are connected to healthy body functions. While I was functioning through my depression, or what I call wrapped up in my cocoon of feelings, I could feel myself breaking completely open today like a seed sprouts. My mind was, it hurt. It hurt. I had to let it hurt. I'm still kind of hurt, but like I'm coming back up. I'm soaring a little bit. I kind of float back down, but something else brings me back up. I felt myself breaking completely open today like a seed sprouts. My mind was trying to shine thoughts of hope through the cracks of my emotions while my body couldn't connect to them. My nervous system wants to feel, so I am. Painful events remain in the body. Your brain wants to force you to repress it for protection. The body and the heart wants to feel, so it causes chaos within. Logic is needed. That's my place. Logic is needed for spirit to pass through, yet we must also allow the body to catch up or shed the current feelings. Once you do, you'll have a newfound power where it cannot penetrate you moving forward. Here's the tricky part. You must set limitations if you have to be around individuals who clearly aren't interested in character development. Obviously, it could be work or employers or your bosses or whoever you come across in your everyday life, to anybody, literally, who isn't a healthy person. You must set limitations if you have to be around individuals who clearly aren't interested in character development. Long-term exposure to them without healthy barriers will cause old wounds to resurface, manifesting as CPTSD symptoms. Obviously, being a mom, I can't sleep off my shedding process like I have in the past for days. Sometimes it's like 7 to 10 days before I'm able to come back to. It just depends on how long the shedding process is. Thankfully, it's, I'm able to come back sooner. Or, I just don't know. I take it day by day. I had to create functioning techniques so my kids don't get the worst of me. They might see me cry it out or wiping my tears, yet I won't be one who can't get out of bed. My spirit forces me up each time. The moments I get to lay down to feel my sadness, I do cherish because it's a part of the power coming after. It really is a beautiful process. It's a hurtful process, but it's a very necessary process. Yesterday, if you saw my video from last night, yesterday was a rush of anger causing the roller coaster of emotions to release. Anger turns into sadness, so I wrapped up in my cocoon, protecting myself from projection. I'm happy evolution removed the cycle of projection. I didn't go looking for anything. I didn't start telling people how I really, I didn't, none of that. It is what it is. I am who I am. I express what I express. And if you're not, you don't care, that's fine. Just don't be around me. It's that simple. I'm not going to go messing with you if you don't want it. It's weird. It's just weird how people are. It's just is so weird. So I'm trying to just focus on my shedding process because it's weird. All the positive, I am very happy Evolution removed the cycle of projection. All the positive prophecies I've spoke on, or all the, empowerment sermons I've shared became the shimmers of hope trying to shine through my cracks earlier. I knew I was out of alignment. I minded my business. I played with my son and tried to clear my mind. Here came intentional sabotage to set me off. And my anger voices became so loud again. I did want to confront this individual. But aside from that, during this process, and like I said, the logic part of your brain is gonna, is gonna come through, but your body needs to catch up to your mind sometimes. Like I said, especially when you have experienced unimaginable events. Let your body catch up with your mind. Don't force yourself. Don't let the logic hijack you. You just, like I said, that's where the balance comes in. And you just, like I said, wrap up in your cocoon. Try to function through your day the best you could. I did the best I could today while still being present. But I was still, like, at the same time, I can be completely out of touch with reality, like mentally, but like I'm still present in the moment, playing with my son, being what he needs me to be. And then I give myself moments of being out of touch with reality for a moment when I can. If he's eating his lunch, I'll sit at the table with him, but I'll be somewhere completely else. But like if he needs me, he'll tap me, or you know what I mean? Like, and then when he's done eating, I come back too. Or especially at nap time. Nap time's great. I get to just, feel that for sometimes he sleeps for an hour. Sometimes he sleeps for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, because we depends on our chances of run. Some days I can walk somewhat fast to kind of chase him around to burn some of his energy, and some days I can't. Like I said, I just take each day by each day. What can I do today? What can I need to focus on small things today. Or today I can take on more. Just like I said, take it day by day. Sometimes you have to take it minute by minute. There's no shame in any of it. And if somebody is shaming you, they're unhealthy. They don't process their emotions, because you can't expect someone who doesn't acknowledge their own emotions or feelings or express the way they feel about you, or, only show emotion when you're trying to confront a situation. They will never be able to recognize yours. They will neglect you because they're neglecting themselves. That's why I said loving me is loving other people. And that's what I'm going to do. But anyway, back to the person who fucked around and found out today. So, me and my son loves rides. He loves traffic. So, we go for traffic. And so, I'm minding my business. We're listening to We Are Family by Keke Palmer. We're dancing. We're having a good time in the car. Obviously, paying attention to everything. I mean, obviously, but like, out of nowhere, this white Dodge Caravan damn near hits me to get over to cut me off. So I'm like, here we fucking go. Again, like I was just talking about, I do not bother people. People go out of their way in general to do these things. I know I'm not the only one that this happens to. I'm just bringing awareness to it. This particular time, I know was intentional sabotage, and I'm going to get into that. Let me get into that. It was the weirdest thing. I'm telling you, my instincts, it doesn't matter what kind of frame of mind I'm in. If my instincts need to wake up, I'm woke. Doesn't matter. I'm still alert. I could be processing some fucked up shit and I'm still going to be on point. Today marks the 4th attempt at intentional sabotage while driving that I have followed the individual. He almost hit me to cut me off with zero fucks and sped off. I did follow in pursuit, but when we got on the interstate and he sped off, I let him go. And I said, I bet you he's getting off on my exit. I bet you I just knew I was going to catch up with him. And guess what? Caught up with him. I was getting off the exit and there's a light right there at the end of the road before you turn. And I was like, oh my God, there he is. Totally oblivious. He's weaving in and out of traffic on the interstate, cutting off semis. He's not even caring. And I'm like, wow, And I know he's trying to get away from me. I just felt it. He was trying to get away from me. So like I said, I saw him at the light, so I turned. We catch up at the next light. He must have, I must have spooked him. Because next thing I know, I'm just seeing him ash cigarette after cigarette out the window as we're driving down the street. And I know he thinks I'm following him. I can sense how shook he is. It just, like I said, moves get sent to me. Feelings and emotions that others feel get sent to me. It was very subtle. I felt his panic. And he's like showing his phone like he's dialing. I'm not scared of shit because usually when this happens, people call the police on me. I've had the police called on me. Or people calling reinforcements. And I know, like I said, I know it's intentional. Because not only that, I see the same individuals driving different vehicles. This time it's a white Dodge Caravan. Sometimes it's company trucks. It's unmarked police cars. It's all kinds of stuff. I can see you. Tinted windows or not, I can see you. I sense you. Like I said, once it's these same 2 to 4 guys almost every time. Sometimes they're in trucks, like GMC truck. GMC and Dodge seems to be the main. GMC is a huge one. I followed in pursuit. They'll call the police on me or call for backup where random cars do show up to cut me off so that the individual can get away. Listen, I don't give a fuck who it is. You will never outsmart me. If you think you're fooling me, it's because I'm letting you. What happens after the follow, try to follow them, is how I know beyond any doubts it's intentional sabotage. Like, I know there's crazy drivers out there, and I can tell when it's just a stupid, oblivious driver. But when it's someone who does that, and then, like I said, the way they speed off, and then the last few times that I've caught up with them, like I said, their reaction is how I know. This might not even be the 4th. There's been so many. Like, one time I caught up with one at the gas station, and as soon as he saw me, he freaked out and he was gone. So I was right behind him. I didn't have any kids in the car. I was right behind his ass. Next thing I know, I could see him like lifting up his phone to show me he's dialing somebody. And then I swear to God, there's like 3 or 4 cars that all show up and like surrounded me so he could speed off to like slow me down. I'm not even shitting you. And that's how I know it's because I'm speaking out on things. I just know it. Like I said, people can call me crazy, but this shit is real. If you say certain things, you become on a list that there is intentional sabotage. Like I said, there's natural things that happen, just natural idiots. And then like I said, there's the intentional sabotage. And I'm on you like stank on shit and flies on shit and honey and pollination to bees. Okay? This motherfucker in a white Dodge and then from there, not only that, he was turning in my neighborhood. So I turned behind him because it's my neighborhood. And I could just feel the panic. And so I turned. He went straight. And I said, you know what? Let me go mess with him. I know he's going to the park. Let's go to the park. Shit, you know, I caught back up with him at the park. He was so shook. He was still smoking his cigarettes so quick. It was so funny. I just laughed as I rolled past him while he is freaking out. And then I saw this van. The van that was trying to slow me down before was in the neighborhood. Where did you come from? It's not a coincidence. Like I said, I've seen this guy in other vehicles before. The guy in the white van, that was the backup. You have your watchers that report my location. I know, I can just feel it. Like I said, I know, because I'm following true chosen messengers, not the ones human create. That's how I'm so powerful. That's why I'm here still making these videos when I'm really want to lay down and sleep this shit off for 10 days. I'm telling you. I'm just saying, if you're out here moving foul and can't handle your accountability, this is for you. Fuck you. I was minding my business today. I was listening to good music, trying to clear my head. I said, people just keep going out of their way to mess with me for zero reason, because I know they're following my videos and my posts on Facebook. That's how I know. That's why I post some things that I do, because I know Mr. Corporate is watching, Mr. Big Pharma is watching, GMC dealerships, whoever I call out. I said, people enjoy going out of their way to mess with others for zero reason other than they enjoy playing dangerous games with life. I guess people think I'm crazy when I say your moves get sent to me, so I know what you're doing as you do it. You sick weirdo showing a phone dialing doesn't scare me. Calling the police on me doesn't scare me. Know why? Because I'm not doing anything wrong. It's you. And I think they would love to know what you've been up to. So call them. You can call the police on me. You can call whoever the fuck you want. I'm still not going to be scared. Because you're going, I know what you're going to go after. You're going to go after what you think is my weakness. But like I said, once you think you found a weakness in me, it's already been carved into strength. My son bangs, climbs, pushes on my leg. You think if push came to shove and you came after me, you going for my leg would hurt me? No. My son hurts me every day climbing on my leg. I tolerate the pain. Like, I'm used to the pain. Like, you could, like, seriously. like I said, I already know I expose my weaknesses. You can't exploit me. This post is for the same weirdos watching me. I take notes of everything. I know what I see is real. It'd be the same people driving different vehicles, so it's obvious corporate clowns who have access to multiple company vehicles that I would send me on wild goose chases to follow. I'm not letting anyone waste my time. I shine like the shirt I'm wearing. Play with somebody else, not me. That's all I got for tonight. Cut the bullshit out. Because I'm going to peep it.